What's going on, everybody? This is Afro Think Tank. Today, I want to talk about, I don't even know how to what the title of this thing. I kind of want to talk about my process and what I'm actually doing in Nigeria, and like what's the plan, right? Because, you know, I notice a lot of people who are in Africa, what they'll do is they'll show you the result, right? They'll show you the results, you know, and they'll, you know, glitz and glamour of the result, but they don't always show you like the process, because sometimes the process is boring or whatever, and not interesting or whatever, or maybe they don't want to tell you the process because you'll go out and do it too. I don't know, but you know, I want to tell you the process because, like I keep trying to tell y'all, I'm a normal person, right? Normal person who's over here doing this, you know, with my own money, right? So I'm an example of what you can do if you put your mind to it, right? And you got enough money to do something. You got to at least be, you know, self-sufficient, right? So this year, and I made a video earlier this year that this is, you know, I'm ready to make the jump, right? So I am at the point at a normal person's life where I can quit my job right now, right? And you know, we always talk about being free, right? There's a difference between being financially free and rich. I ain't rich, right? But I've made enough good business decisions and enough good professional decisions in my life to where now, if I just say, you know what, I don't want to go to work, and just sit home and don't do nothing else, all my bills will be paid. That's where I'm at. All my bills, my obligatory bills, even my bill to myself, because I actually have a bill that's me. I pay that joint every month. You know, like that joint's going to accrue interest if I don't. I ain't playing. And all the things I do right now, if I sit down and I don't do nothing else, all that get taken care of. Now that does take, but I don't have a lot of extra discretionary spending. That's where I'm at, right? But that would mean I would probably have to go out here and, you know, create that discretionary spending myself outside of a 9-to-5, which is not a problem, right? Really easy to do. I have a pickup truck. I can go make money, right? So right now, what I'm waiting on, y'all know I'm building my catfish farm in Nigeria. And what I discovered, because I've failed with a lot of other animals, right? And the thing is, I don't look at it as taking L's. I look at it as taking lessons. Because I've never farmed a day in my life until I went to Nigeria. I literally started farming in Nigeria. I started YouTubing that joint. I was just trying to figure it out, right? And so I started off with chickens. I'm going back to chickens, actually. I did chickens. I didn't create the proper infrastructure for the chickens the first go around, and that was my mistake. I tried rabbits. I just think I had a bad batch of rabbits that go around. They weren't producing the way I know rabbits are supposed to produce. It was just a bad batch. Pigs are cool, but you need a lot more land. I didn't have enough land for the pigs when I started out. And them things grow big, and I wanted to be organic. And since I wanted to be organic, I knew that would take longer. To bring a pig to maturity organically takes a long time, right? Because a natural pig is lean, right? So I was like, you know what, at this moment, I love first. And then another thing I discovered with pigs, because I'm an animal lover and I'm a dog lover, even though I love bacon, all right, and I eat all sorts of oink oink. All right, I love to eat them and I love to play with them. All right, let's just keep that. All right, I'm a carnivore, but them damn pigs are like dogs, man. You get around them too much and you get attached and it becomes an issue, right? So, you know, and at the same time in Nigeria, even though you make a ton of money with pigs, there's still a sector of the society that won't eat the pig, right? So it limits my market, right? So I sold all my pigs. I wanted something that I can farm that produces protein that was going to be enough for the amount of land that I have, that I can produce the maximum amount of protein, you know, per pound, right? So catfish is something that, you know, I've been looking at, but, you know, I didn't try it at the very beginning, but now I'm doing it. I happen to know that there's just absolutely not enough catfish farm producers in Nigeria at all, right? There's one guy, he has a catfish farm in Nigeria. He has 1 million fish. Like he's built his capacity up to 1 million fish. And even he said it's not enough. It's simply not enough. Like the demand for protein is higher than the productive than what's being produced, and it's such a vast gap that the market is wide open. So I know that when I get into this catfish business, I already know that once the catfish, and they take 4 months to get to a medium size where you would smoke it and you can sell it, or you can sell it, fresh or whatever, however they want to purchase it. About 4 months before I can harvest, and which is and so that means that's about 2 harvests per pool out of a year. So the way I'm thinking, I need to be able to harvest every year, right? And I'm looking at each pool holding about 1,000 catfish. I'm not gonna sell my catfish for any less than $5 per catfish, right? So you do that math, 1,000 catfish, $5 per catfish. That's $5,000 per what is that? Yeah, 1,000 times 5. Yes, $5,000 per batch of catfish profit per batch or whatever, per pool. If I'm only doing 1,000 per, just for argument's sake. So I'll calculate it. Okay, well, if that's the case per pool, how much do I need to replace my income in America so I can cover all my bills, cover all my necessities, cover all my petty money, all my spending, extracurricular money, and still be able to turn the money and throw it back and invest in the business to build it again, right? So I come up in my head, that math is 9 pools. So I'm currently building 3 more pools. I already have 3 pools. I'm building 3 more pools. I was gonna build all 6 pools to have a total of 9 at the same time, but this real estate opportunity over there, like I told you in my other video, to buy this land in this house, I could not let that pass, right? Because that also is an opportunity. When it comes to land, that's more anything. I'm gonna jump on that land. So, so it kind of like stopped me from building the other 3 pools immediately, but no problems. I'm gonna build that. I'll build that later on this year. I'll have my 6 pools, and then I'll build the other 3 after I finish the 6. And once I start making profit from the catfish, that profit will turn around, and I will be able to take that money and truly invest in all the other things I got going on. And all of my stuff is connected. So the way I'm looking at it is to get over the issue of like transport and other connective institutions within the country that can make business difficult. I'm keeping everything local. So I already have distribution there, right? So distribution is very important. Like, you can produce something, you can, but how will you distribute it? Where's your locations for distribution? I have distribution. I'm well known in my area for distribution. So that's not even an issue, right? Advertisement, no problem. I got that down. The nature of the village and how things work there. Advertisement is very easy, right? Plus I have enough connections to get the word out for any type of special or any new product or anything. So I got that part covered, right? Now transport. Everybody know roads are bad and things move a lot slower in Africa. Things move a lot slower in most places, right? So what I want to do is, because I want to control the means of production, the whole value chain I'm trying to control. Now I know what I'm doing is going to take years, right? This is not something that I'm trying to get stupid rich so I can show off for the gram in 6 months, right? This is like a life project. This is the mission, right? So I produce everything I'm producing, like my vegetables and all the other things because I produce vegetables and I sell them. I've been doing that for years, right? In the local market, right? I keep everything there. So when I produce the catfish, I want to be able to, where I sell it, I want it to be relatively close to where I produce it, so that my workers, the people who work for me, they don't have to like get these lorries and travel hours down the road to take it from where I'm producing and manufacturing my products to where I'm distributing. I want it to be very easy, everything in a tight location that I can easily manage, because I'm just one person, right? Even though I have partners, as far as my perspective, I'm one person, and I wanted to be able to visually manage this, especially since it's in a place that I'm not 100% familiar with, like I am Washington, D.C. All right, so the issues with catfish farming, the overall overhead costs is going to be feed, right? So I've decided not only am I going to do catfish, but I'm going to produce my own feed. That way I can feed my catfish, right, I'm gonna feed my catfish by making my own catfish feed, right? By buying the feed making machine. So I located where I can purchase a feed making machine so I can make the feed specifically for catfish, right? And I could also use that machine to make feed for the chickens when I start getting my chickens, because I'm gonna start doing chickens for eggs, right? I'm gonna get that's the next plan after I set up the catfish farm, the chicken for eggs, right? And on top of that, because I'm producing and making seeds and I'm making money from the catfish, I'll be able to take that money from the catfish and buy a couple more machines. So now instead of just having enough machines to feed my own catfish to keep my overhead down, now I can open up another business and provide another product by selling catfish seeds, chicken feed chicken feed and all that to other people around there that I know that are also looking for the same products to feed their animals, right? So that opens up another business opportunity for me by doing that, and it keeps everything tight because I'm controlling everything, right? So I'm keeping as much Naira in my pocket as I possibly can on the way up while creating the value with it in the products. So because I have farmland, I can farm the food necessary to make the feed, to sell the feed to others, and to feed my own catfish and to feed my chickens when I get those chickens. So I cut down on my cost, right? I create other business opportunities, and I keep everything tight within the community. That way, I got distribution, I got manufacturing, I got production, I got everything tightly packaged in one area, and that also creates jobs within the area. So I've created jobs, right? Right now I'm gonna have to expand. I'm looking to hire somebody to work in one of my stores because I'm gonna expand. So once I expand, I gotta hire people, right? And then I'm already got a few people I'm gonna be hiring for the catfish farm who are professionals who know how to do that. And then I'll be doing that. So this starts to create jobs, right? It keeps the product that I'm producing or making in the value chain, to keep it from production to distribution, retail and wholesale distribution, because I'll be distributing a lot of my catfish to other retailers who want to sell theirs on the market. So I'm providing a source for other businesses to sell their market, right? So it's like a win-win. I got the money circulating in the community, I'm making money, right? And I own the entire means of production, right? I'm in full control of the entire means of productions. So I'm creating value and equity in a community, and I'm benefiting the community all at the same time. It's a win-win-win-win. Everybody wins, right? And these type of things take a long time. And keep in mind, I'm doing all of this as a regular person. Yes, I went to the military, went to war, traveled all around the world, very worldly person. But I'm taking advantage of my professional experience, of knowing how to go into a country. I can go to any countries who speak any language, and I know how to get along. I know how to move about in places that I'm not from. And that's kind of like what I'm doing, right? And a lot of veterans are doing that, because when veterans, once they go overseas, they get this bug. They gotta just be out in the world. They don't want to be refined to their little cities and states and towns they come from. They want to, they see the world as an opportunity, and they're not afraid of it. But I make this video to let you know I'm a normal person. I'm at the point where I can quit my job, and I don't have to work for anybody else. I have to work for myself because I'm not rich, but I don't have to work for anybody else. And I ain't gonna lie, it's a scary feeling to have freedom right in front of you, because it's different. We're used to getting up and working for the machine every day, even though we aspire to free ourselves. When that time actually comes, it's a big move, because with freedom comes responsibility, right? With my job, I can just mindlessly go to work. I know I'm gonna get paid every 2 weeks. With my freedom, I have to utilize my own discipline to make sure that I don't let the money get low. So if I gotta go out here and hustle individually, I gotta wake my own self up, go out here, make some money. I gotta make sure my business is operating correctly, or the money's gonna get low, and then it's gonna be financially detrimental to me. So, but I've been spending this whole year since I came back from Nigeria, because I said I was going to go to Nigeria, I was going to get this thing started, I was going to come back and start the process of leaving the 9-to-5 rat race, leaving the institution of capitalistic slavery that we live in, and being free, to do all the things that, we all as, aspiring business owners want to do. I could do it, right? So that's where I'm at, guys. And I hope this inspires a lot of you, because I know a lot of you guys email me, you call me, you talk to me about this. And you guys who are on the same journey, you guys are also, at this point. Some of you guys are at this point. Some of you guys I talked to, y'all past this point. Y'all went past this point. You guys are now fully enthralled in your freedom, and you guys are enjoying it. And some of you guys haven't even pulled the trigger yet. You haven't even made the move, you want to do it, but you ain't done it because you're waiting for everything to line up. And I'm here to tell you, everything will never line up. Just do it. No matter how scared you are, just do it. The worst thing that can happen is you fail, right? That's the worst thing that can happen is you fail. Literally, the worst thing that's gonna happen is it don't work out. Right. But that's the same result you'll get if you don't do anything. You're guaranteed not to work out if you don't try. It's guaranteed never to work out. Right. And and on top of that, time is moving fast. Right. And time is something you can't get back. That's why I value my time over money. Money's cool. To me, money's a tool to get things done. But it's the time that's important. The time to be able to spend with your family. The time to be able to vacation and go see and explore the world. The time to be able to actually enjoy your experience on this earth as a spirit having a human experience. Because what do we do? I know that my spirit didn't make the trip down here to have a human experience simply to work for another human being so they can be free to have their own human experience. No. That's not how it works. So you do what you got to do to free yourself so that you can live, right? That way at the end of your life, you feel fulfilled. You don't feel like you have any regrets. So, yep, I'm on this journey. I'm in the midway point. Not rich. I don't even think I'm going to be rich anytime soon, but being rich is not necessary. Being able to pay my bills and not have to give somebody 8 hours a day, that's the goal right there, all right? But anyway, tell me what you guys think about this in the comment section. Tell me if you are on a journey like me in Africa. Tell me where you are in your process. Have you passed this point? Because we all get to this point, right? We don't never talk about it. We all get to this point. Have you passed this point? How do you feel on the other side? Have you made your move yet? Are you afraid to make your move? Let's discuss this in the comment section. Anyway, that's all I got to say. It's Afro Think Tank. Learn something, teach them. I'm out.